Entelechy is a company that provides field installation layout, shop assembly layout, and part fabrication layout. We do this all through virtual design, 3D modeling. Through the course of the project, we would also help support design, shop drawing work, or BIM coordination, and even field installation, just providing the data that they may need. The benefits of Entelechy's process to our clients would be the fact that we can mobilize very quickly. In addition to that, we all know that during a project, things just don't go as planned. We're all constantly trying to resolve problems, direction. Because of our process, we're able to adapt to that, regardless what gets thrown at us. In addition to that, as we provide the primary fabrication portion of the project, we can help facilitate other areas of the project, such as giving Excel sheets for a list of materials. We can give frame counts, glass sizes, help coordinate with your BIM projects. Shortly into the job, we start communicating within the model. And the way we do that is what they call an open format type software, like Navisworks, that allows us to send this huge file of a building and condense it to where it's only a couple of megs, and you can email that and they can open it up and look and view it. So primarily that's how we communicate with our customer. In terms of our company, the learning curve is really short because you can see it, you can rotate it around. You can know that, well, this piece can't overlock, it has to stop. Paper, you're looking at this part and then this piece of paper, how do you know? And that's something at the end, we don't think we got it right, we know we have it right. The cost in terms of savings, no comparison. I've gone through from writing on paper to do my drawings to CAD, now to 3D. I understand these differences. Software, hardware might be expensive, but the learning curve of your staff is shorter. The understanding and communication is faster. The skill set talent that you need to check 2D to make sure it's right is not feasible for Entelechy to hire. But with the modeling technologies today, not only do you not need that level of skill set, but there's also other tools such as clash detection that tell you whether something is hitting without really seeing it's internal. So in terms of cost, once the initial investment is made, the workflow, if this industry were to monitor effectiveness, would see, and there are already studies out there now because there's a lot of BIM type projects out there that have been looked at in terms of traditional versus new technology. And the data is undeniable. It is cheaper in the long run. Well, some of the projects that we're proud of doing, a lot of them were given to us because they were a little bit complex, a little too difficult for their standard jobs that they usually do that really bring the bread and butter to them. One of those was Ryerson. A lot of geometry involved. That went without a hitch. We ordered the glass, all the material for them, and was done in virtual design. We interacted with the contractor on that one. Another project was King George. A very colorful project, a lot of glass, a lot of sloping, really honed in our processes. And logistically, we had to help with products being isolated and ordered in one country and delivered in this facility and then moved to the job site. T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, that probably was the most significant project that really proved out what we could do. We literally built that project based on wireframe design from the architect with no drawings and strictly communication between the customer of what kind of part do you want to use here? And then we went ahead and modeled that, put that together, and created all the connections and all the clips and all the anchors just based on building it in a 3D environment. Some of the current projects that we're working on a 40-story, it's called 160 Folsom in San Francisco. Really unique. It has a twisting appearance to the building. A lot of geometry involved with that. And we are also working on a project in Boston Harbor, which also has some really unique facets to it. Both projects were asked of us because of what we do and how we do it. So we're pretty excited about that because going in, we're already under the direction of, hey, we model this. The way Entelechy works is we do break it down into different aspects. We have setup, build out, and then we have paper. And in those categories, for instance, setup, what we do is we take all that information that the customer has given us, and the game is to convert all that information, that 2D information mostly, into a 3D environment as quickly as possible so our staff can work on it. Once that's achieved, then we start to interact with the customer back and forth, and then it goes into what we call a build-out type stage, and that's when you start to see mullions put in, glass being put in, clips, those kinds of things. Once that stage is done, then it goes to paper. Now, the paper is a direct reflection of what that model is. So if you see that model, that part, it's going to be on that paper. We literally take that part and place it on the paper. So regardless of the type of project, the complexity of it, the scheduling of it, Entelechy has the staff, the technology, to go ahead and tackle these projects. We have a proven track record, and to get that project out on schedule and on budget, on time.